as I do breaks, I'll try to answer. See, baby, I gave certain no's. Match the energy. You come at me correct, I'm coming at you correct. I felt like that was being very correct by giving the people who chose to dox all of my damn information for no reason. I felt like giving them extra time, letting them know. But nonetheless, okay, so court documents. Family court service mediation case summary. So this is the summary of the mediation, which we already know the ending to, but we'll read it, okay? Case information just says their names, over the minor, 11 months. Hold on. It says, is it the first child? Yes, for both parents. Orientation. An orientation to mediation was provided, including the purpose and nature of mediation, the role of the mediator, and the exceptions, limits to confidentiality. The mediator emphasized the importance of the child having regular and frequent contact with both parents, assuming safety precautions are taken and the child can be protected from parental conflict. That gives you, I won't read you the family codes and all that stuff. The mediator discussed parenting plans appropriate to age/development level. Both parties agreed not to record, photograph any portion of the confidential mediation appointment. Both parties also agreed that they were in a private location where they could mediate without any other persons present, meaning they were not in a courtroom, they were at home, supposed to be by themselves. Now, I just say supposed to be because I don't know if either one of them were. I'm just reading the papers. Finally, parents informed that financial matters are beyond the scope of said evaluation, meaning they're not going to talk financials on here. DV, timeline, first words, last name, blah, blah, blah. Father filed an RO, which is restraining order, against mother that was granted in part and denied in part in March of 2025. The child is protected and father has temporary sole custody, but the stay away and no contact order was denied. Parents are in different states. Parents are influencers on social media. No disparaging on social media was ordered, meaning they're not allowed to come onto social media and disparage them. Well, that was done immediately. But let's go back real fast. So John filed, or 2K filed for a restraining order against the mother. Part of it was granted. It says the child is protected. So that's telling me very much that John did not get a restraining order against her, like, so they can have communication, whatever, but that the child is protected, probably in parts like she can't be left alone with him, that she can't just take him place, whatever the case may be. So the child is protected in some way. That's a whole separate order I would have to read. Okay. Mother went on social media calling father a woman. Mother physically beat him in Tampa in 2023. As a flashback, just remember the video that I did the other day where she was with ET and she was like, I swear to God, you're so lucky I'm not the person I was 2 years ago, because so help you God, if I was the person I was 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago is when this is claiming, but nonetheless, police have never been involved. There has never been violence in front of the child because he stays away and he wasn't around for the pregnancy. Father was in Tampa for social media and he moved to LA to fight for custody. He is from Texas and he relocated to Texas when he got majority custody in October of 2024. Mother says police have been involved several times. The last time was in March 2025. But that wasn't for an RO. That was because she wouldn't give the baby back, right? Anyways, father wanted a police... Oh, keep reading, Angie. Father wanted a police escort presence for an exchange. Mother says after this, he had friends show up to her house and throw things at her house and fight people that live there, and the police were called. No one was arrested. She doesn't believe the father was present. They only have contact through the parenting app. DCFS is the next one. So it sounded like she kind of mixed the two a little bit together from the pickup and then what happened after with Mop, Chris, all of that. What are we talking about? Did I write this? Yeah, I just sat here. I had nothing else to do today, and I sat here and wrote. Is that what you're saying? Did I write this myself? I have no idea what's happening. Anyways, I'm gonna stay out of the comments. Okay. Parental history: separated prior to pregnancy around 2023. Current custodial plan 4-3. Orders that mother have visitation in Texas with a professional monitor. Father says mother hasn't exercised the visits. Mother took the child from Texas to LA when he had, when he had majority custody. It was last month. He got the child back from the mother's house. The child has been back with him for about a month, and she hasn't scheduled any of the visits. Mother would miss her scheduled calls. Mother says father did file something new every month, so things change all the time. Mother believes the 20th through the 27th should be her next visitation. So that's interesting. Thank you, love. So just, again, I'm not reading the comments, but I do want to make sure that everyone knows that this was written by the mediator, right? This is the notes that came directly from the mediator. So it says 4-3 orders that mother's visitation in Texas, which we knew. Father says that she has not exercised her visits. Remember when AA Law Talk came on, right? And she said that the mom has to schedule those, but those oftentimes are booked out, right? So she'd have to schedule those. So I don't know if she just hasn't been able to get one scheduled or if she hasn't tried, I don't know. Mother, we went over that. The child has been back with him for about a month, and she's still yet to schedule any visits. And not only that, she has not done any of her calls. Remember, you guys, every Wednesday she is scheduled to have a call with him. And then this is what I thought was interesting. Mother believes that the 20th through the 27th should be her next visitation. The reason why I find that odd is because she keeps saying that they were supposed to go to court on the 25th, and that she was supposed to get Winter the next day, the 26th, which is his first birthday, for her week of visitation. So now how is she saying that she's supposed to have him through the 20th through the 27th? I don't know. But the reason why the phone call thing is important is, if you guys were in here, remember we talked about how things will go. How things will go if they do basically a stair-step thing, right? So they'll start with the phone calls. You have 8 phone calls before you go to the next step. Say she makes 7, she missed the 8th one, you go back to step 1. So the fact that she's still not made any of her phone calls, she's going to stay at step 1 until she can make how many of her phone calls they require. And at this point, she has not, let me rephrase, at the point of when this was written, she had not yet made any phone calls. Is that court-ordered? Yes. Proposals. What is your proposal? And how do you propose to share parenting time? I want to hear some proposals on how you both will share time with your child. This is the mother's proposal. So Bree's proposal. Thank you guys so much for the taps, the daily heart me's, the gifts, so we can get through this. Again, you guys never have to gift me, but just thank you for keeping it going so we don't get, Mother's proposal is, mother would like to focus on this month, April 23rd to the 30th for monitored visits. April 26th, she's requesting 4 to 5 hours. continue with 2 hours on or for other days at mother's residence in Dallas. Easter call is already scheduled. Mother's concerns. No other concerns, no harm or neglect that he is aware of, or that she is aware of. His mother watches the child when he travels. He hasn't given the mother's contact information. Thank you, love. So it's weird. So she changed the days again. So she's saying she has a residence in Dallas. She wants the visitation to be, I know, Mel, that's why I was like, I'm going back over that again. But remember, she keeps saying, you guys, that she's going to get a place in Dallas. But it's like, no. Oh my God, level 23. Thank you, love. Remember, she keeps saying she's going to get a place in Dallas and thinks that's going to work. But again, she changes the time up here. And again, I'm not going to nitpick over those things. No, she says her over at her residence. So she wants the 23rd to the 30th for monitored visits. Oh, I see. Then she's breaking it down. On the 26th, she wants 4 to 5 hours. And then every other day, she wants 2 hours each day at mother's residence in Dallas. Each call is already scheduled. Okay, well, here's John's proposal. Mother can see the child for 2 hours per day, supervised by a professional. Come to Texas for 7 days every 3 weeks, starting May 23rd. She can come for July 4th, facility centers, not at her residence or in public. Mother can FaceTime the child for his birthday and Easter for 15 minutes. Father's concerns. Mother has had the child in bed with 3 other people. Mother is a worker. You know what I'm saying? She when she napped the kid, she live streamed it. The people in the home do, rugs and drink, not Diet Coke. Father believes mother does. Oh boy, he's making it hard for me to read this. She loves the Diet Coke and Ketamine. She has not been rug tested. He doesn't think she was not on Wi-Fi when she took the child, but he doesn't have any proof of that. Mother has not injured the child that we know of. Mother has live streamed that she will take the child again from a supervised person. Mother lies about where she is staying in Texas. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm glad that he has done what I have done to my doctors, right? Played it very nice, played it very smooth. Said, okay, let's do this, this, and this. I'll pay for everything. I just want you to see your child. And now he's at the point. Good. Okay, so this is the observers, the family dynamic interventions, okay? This is their observation. The parents separated before the child was born and are high conflict litigants. The parents are on social media and orders were made not to disparage each other. Father was concerned that mother would live stream the session. Mediator confirmed that the mother was not live streaming. They probably had somebody watching just to be safe. The timeline of event was difficult to follow. Mother was more vague about the history. Ooh, that's interesting. That is a very, just that phrase right there, that is a very interesting phrase. Remind me to, actually, hold on. I'm going to highlight that. Wait, can I do that? Oh, shoot, I can't. Okay, remind me to come back to that. In October, father was awarded majority custody. Father says last month, mother took the child to LA. Father lives in Texas. The police were involved to get the child back. Mother says father sent people to vandalize her home a week after this. What? But father wasn't present. No police involvement for DV. Both parents state the other is AB. Neither parent is connected to services. Father filed a TRO, which is just a temporary order that was partially granted. Mother is to have professionally monitored visits in Texas. Father wanted it to be in a facility, not in public, due to mother's saying on social media that she would take the child again from any type of supervision. Mother says that she doesn't agree that does not agree to that, as this is not a requirement of the order and is too stressful for her and the child. Father wanted mother to see the child in May, and mother wanted to see the child for a week for his birthday in April. Outcome, no agreement. Referrals provided for DV services, including safety plan. And that's it. That is the end of the order. So basically nothing came out, which is what we already knew, right? So I want to go back to, again, I'm reading this for the very first time with you guys, right? So when I was reading through this, you guys were saying, when it says the mother is very vague about the history, that's huge. That is very important, because without saying too much, that's saying she wasn't fully providing information. She wasn't fully giving all of the info. Oh, I almost accidentally denied because I thought you were somebody else. Well, because somebody, you know how when they request a battle, they go back, you know? So I was like, did I just send?
Do I? Sometimes I have to decline like 10 times in a row, and I'm like, yeah. I'm about to block somebody.
Yeah, I get so mad. Okay, hold on. I want to finish. We're just finishing going over this part. So when it says that the mother was more vague about the history, the courts are going to take that as, is she being honest?
Hey, yes. Mute me so I can tell them something, and you can also talk real quick.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the courts could take that as she's not being very honest. She's not providing all of the information. And if you're in the midst of a custody battle and you've done nothing wrong, why would you not put it all out there? Why would you not say absolutely everything that you needed to say about what's happening? Christy, I don't have that. The only thing I have is from the Mediator. Can you email it to me really fast if you have it? Because I would absolutely love to read it. Let me double check. Yeah, I don't have anything. Shelby and Angie for president. You guys are funny. Oh, my email is angiew@gmail.com. So it's like Angie W, the social worker, just SW@gmail.com. Can someone write that in there? Angie W, the SW@gmail. Oh, Shelby has it.
On it.
Do you have the documents from the dissertation from Bree's attorney?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you send it to me?
Yeah. All right.
I was asked me to go over it, and I'm like, I don't know.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, I do. Hold on. Ew.
Yes, I will put this on YT, guys.
Jumbo.
Hey y'all, random thoughts of Jules, the nosy AF Gen X mom weighing in.
I just wish some people would stop weighing in.
You know, some people could. Of course, some people probably think that about us too. And here we are weighing in.
Yeah, they do. Fuck.
You can send to me whenever. You don't have to send to me right
I
now.
got so many messages. I don't remember what account I got it sent to me on, so I was just. I think it's on this one. Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm just gonna send you. It's just a TikTok page, but they posted everything in order.
Okay.
So like every document is on here. You go down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I had read it off.
Perfect. On TikTok.
Where? Well, yeah. What are you at? I'll just send you the whole thing real quick in your inbox. Where are you at though in your going over phase?
I'm just starting. I just finished reading the mediation report.
Oh, you don't follow me on this account. Hold on.
What? Shut the
Girl,
front door.
I got like 75 accounts. It's okay. I'm gonna I just copied it. And
We're friends on this page.
It's okay. I'm gonna we're on the For You page.
We're friends on this page.
No, because I don't even follow you, girl. It's on not. Because I don't even follow you, girl.
Oh my God, the echo.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
because you're on a different page. I was like, because when I'm on this page,
Yeah,
that we're on
somebody
here, I'm
sent it
like,
to one of my backups, and you know I have like
gotcha.
75 of them.
okay.
Yeah.
What's your hold on? I'll go on. What is that one? I'll follow you.
Shelby says so 3.
Okay, hold on. Shelby.
But I did send you. Oh, I sent you the link, but because we didn't follow each other, it just sent it as a link. So I'll just when you follow. Oh, there you go. Here.
Are you also number 6 too? Shelby says so 6.
Yep.
Oh my God, you guys! I never even noticed that the SW for social worker. I know that means something else. You guys, when somebody came in one time, I felt so bad. They're like, they were saying something about, I don't know. They said SW. I took it as social work. They obviously took it as the other thing. I grasped. I need to change that email. Maybe that's what they mean, that I'm not a social worker. I'm not an SW. I cannot.
Yeah, I sent you the one clip, and then when you go to the page, that one clip is the very first document, and then it goes in order. Like it'll start at the bottom and work its way up. It's
Okay.
it's actually really easy to follow, but please mute the lady.
Mute the lady.
Oh,
My
your
God.
chat will demand it. I promise you that she is the most annoying lady ever. No,
God.
neither of us are lawyers. Well, you're not a lawyer, right?
No, I'm a social worker.
Social worker,
Well,
yeah.
depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, I did see that. Who are you telling? You're right. I did see this. Because the way I scrolled right past, I had no clue what they were talking about. And now there's a whole page that's like fully just bashing 2K. It blows my mind.
Which one?
Princess something.
Princess Pillow or whatever?
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's why she's a Brie fan, because she's a pillow princess. They get along well.
We were just talking about another one. Her name is Jules.
I don't know who that is either.
Oh, I'd love to show her to you.
I need to be able to spend more time on this here tickety talkety, because I get all the time, oh, what about so and so? I'm like, no, I have no clue who that is. I literally have no clue.
Yeah,
I just think
she made
here we go.
I agree. Breaking Ben.
Okay, I got it. Krusty just sent it to me.
I sent it. I had sent it to you. Oh wait, where are you?
Yeah,
talking
but
about
this way I'm
Susie?
able to pull it up on my email and blow it up because
Oh yeah.
I am like this girl cannot see, honey.
Yeah, you're good.
Yes. Wait, what? Which one has the Oh, I don't know. The one I see always has the pink bonnet. Now, mind you, I really would love to know where I love the bonnet. I want that for my granddaughters, but anyone knows I can't posting all the documents. That's who.
That's what I sent you.
Yeah.
Did they need me to go back and tell them the account?
Well, we're gonna go over it's trolls
Right,
be
go ahead.
trolling. I usually try not to shout out negative pages, but
I
I
do
will
too.
give them credit because they put it up here. So I will absolutely give them the credit. It's trolls be trolling. And then we're gonna go over it. But I want to make sure, like, because I know you dropped off earlier, so everything is all cool. That's not my business. What's going on with you and Chick? I didn't know that there was any
and
issues.
I'm so sorry if it came across like I was upset with
No,
you
not at all.
or
No.
anything. I'm sorry, I wasn't even necessarily upset. I just have given him and the people that he associates with a lot of like my energy, and none of anything I feel like they do is genuine. I feel like it's all for like clout or like the attention or like a pat on the back. And that's why when he came in the room, the first thing he did was, who got Santos to admit? No, we didn't need you to get him to admit anything because he admitted it the night he did it, and it was live streamed, and we heard him we heard them admit that he used brass knuckles. You lied about it and perpetuated that lie and allowed them to tell this story, and now you want to play hero like he does with everything. I can't. Like, I just can't. Him and Stella have been on. I think we feel differently because also I'm on this app a lot, and so they've been on fucking tour for like the last 3 days. They were on any T page that would entertain them today. They would jump on there and tell I don't know. I don't. They sat in that house, and when I saw him sitting next to W on the couch with Bree, and Bree talking about if we want to get fucked up, we can because we're adults. You don't remember this?
Mm-mm. Again, you guys, I really,
when he
I
was
need
there.
to have more time to watch. The only reason, like I said, the only reason why, we had bumped heads.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't really bump heads. He just called me on my name, and then, but I saw him handle a very difficult situation, and so regardless of my thought process of him, I wanted to bring light to that. I like to take teachable moments.
Yeah.
And put him out there for other people. So,
No,
but
for sure.
I
mean, you
refuse
can
to
ask my
watch
chat.
it.
Like, I tried so many times to like meet him where he was at, and give him an opportunity to just be honest and genuine and real. And like, he would come in and he would be hateful to people in my panel or in my chat immediately from jump. He would call women out of their name that were in the boxes that it was. And every time I'd be like, okay, check, we're going to try again. And it just never got us anywhere. And then earlier I was watching and he was weaponizing the whole gay thing again. And I was just like, I don't hate him. I just don't want to entertain it. So it was more of like I'll let Angie do her thing with him. But it wasn't against you. And I felt bad.
I knew
because
that
then
my
somebody
main
in my
thing is-
chat was, I guess they follow both of us, and they were like, you can't be mad at Angie. And I was like, whoa, I'm not mad at Angie. I'm mad. But then they understood like what I was doing.
Again, my concern was I was hoping that you weren't mad at me, thinking that because I was already talking to you that I brought him up because I didn't know. I don't know who beefs. I don't know who beefs with who. I'm just over here in my own little dang world. You know?
No, you're good.
So, okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
I just wanted to check and make sure.
Yeah, for my piece, it was better for me to drop.
Oh, absolutely. No, I feel you. I do the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go over these. Do you wanna drop down? Do you want me to mute you? Would you want to hang out? What do you want to do?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I can go.
I just know you already did them, so I would hate for you to sit here and be bored with me reading them again. But you're welcome to. I just know that they're ready for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get to reading.
What do you want me? Do you want me to drop? Do you want me to?
No, I don't care. You're welcome to stay. Absolutely, you can stay if you want
Right,
to.
okay,
Again, like I
maybe.
said, this is up to you. Okay, so I'm gonna get you reading. Okay, so this is a Respondent's Counsel Declaration from 324. This is a supervised visitation order. Me?
Oh, I thought you muted me. I'm sorry. They were like,
I can mute you. Hold on. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So I, Lindsay Frenska, hereby declare as follows. I am the respondent in the above titled action. I offer... Wait a minute. That's where she says it. It literally says, hereby declares, I am the respondent in the above titled action. She's a respondent's attorney. But anyways, I offer my declaration in lieu of personal testimony pursuant to the codes. Won't read all that. I offer this declaration in more codes. Okay, here we go. John and Brianna were dating in a relationship on and off and share one son in common. Will not release this information. The purpose of this declaration is to advise the court as to where things are in arranging for my client's supervised visitation with Baby W. As it has quickly become apparent that we need the court's intervention with this issue. I was hired late in the day of 4/15/25 to represent Brianna in this case. That's crazy. I was able to access the case and file on the LASC attorney portal around 4 p.m. that day and have been working around the clock to carefully review every single pleading filed to date. I also immediately reached out to the opposing counsel, Miss Taylor Budnick, via email on that day and introduced myself. Conversation. Okay, I have to go to the next page. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to go back and forth here. That's one. Here's two. Wait, let me open all of these just so I can make sure I keep them in order. Because which one is this one? Page 1. Sorry, guys, give me a second to get organized. Okay, let's do it this way here. One, two. Okay, here we go. Okay. Brianna is, oh, hold on. Go up. Okay. From 5/15 to 12/3/24, my client was represented by Thomas Sands, etc. My client that was then self-represented. Brianna is 24-year-old influencer / internet personality with no legal training. She has not been working with any paralegal or law firm in the background, and has been trying to manage this care herself. I think she means this case herself, for 4.5 months before I was hired, which obviously did not go well for her. Well, honey, she had 5 months to hire somebody. She just chose to take that long, but that's a whole nother story. Of important note, there has never been an agreement between Brianna and Miss Budnick's office for electronic service. Nevertheless, nearly every pleading and order that exists between from 2025 has been allegedly emailed to my client per the various POS on filing. As of 3/17/24, order that the later kidnapping RFO John filed was based on there's no I'm slightly confused with some of these court papers because there seems to be a lot of, and trust me guys, I'm the world's worst speller. Well, maybe not the worst. I'm a horrible speller and I mess up with a lot of stuff, but she named herself the defendant. That could be an issue. She just got the date wrong. She said as of 3/17/24. The court that date was 3/17/25, and there was something else that she said that was wrong. I don't know if that's going to have any issues. I'm not an attorney. I'm assuming they'll just kind of take it as a typo, but that seems odd to me that these are very easy mistakes. No, she's 24. She was born in 2000. There is a lot of stuff about that, about her age, though. Okay, but let me finish. So it says, as of 3/17/24 order, that the later kidnapping RFO John filed was based on there is no POS on file at all showing that order was ever served to my client. Per code whatever, as unrepresented party must provide express consent to electronically service by serving the filing a notice on all parties or by providing affirmation consent through electronic means with the court's e-filing provider. None of this was ever done in this case. We are diligently working on my client's responsive declaration to John's latest 2 filings, DVRO and an ex parte RFO, to share her side of the story in detail. For now, I am simply noting the following service laws cannot be ignored, especially when dealing with a self-represented non-attorney party like Brianna. So that'll be interesting if how that will play out. If in fact there was no service ever filed, even though we obviously know she received the paperwork, she read the paperwork. I don't know California laws on that, but that will be interesting to see how that comes out. If in fact those were never done, like or not, there's laws, and laws are put into place, and they're to be put there to be followed. And there's consequences for not following them, whether it's a mistake or not. As well. I don't know. I haven't seen her. Typically, she'll pop up. But it's Easter, so I can message her and see if she wants to come on tomorrow, and we can go over this with her as well. Okay, so I'll move on to number 5. The purpose of this declaration. I am focusing on the relevant procedural history that got us here, which begins in 10/31/24, when the parties settled at day number 3 of a DVRO trial on John's 5/3/24 DVRO. Again, that's the whole case we went to when she was wearing the cough syrup tie. Remember that one? Of note, the 5/3/24 DVR was denied when filed. While originally set for a hearing on 5/24/24, the parties stipulated to continuing it to 7/19/24, and also stipulated to adding John's reverse move away RFO to the same hearing date. Those of you guys may not know, RFOs are where am I at? DVRO is the restraining order request for, and then the request for move away order. That's what we're talking about here. Okay, so both of those were put to the same date. I am labeling the 5/7/24 RFO as a reverse move away RFO because at that time, baby W had been under my client's sole care in LA since 4/26/24 birth. This continued to be the case until 7/3/24 when then it stops, it goes to the next one. In the courthouse hallway, wait a minute, is this the right, hold on, let me go back. Make sure I didn't miss, was I on 5? Oh yeah, I was on 5, okay. So it goes 5 and then it misses like that last line of 5. So here's 6, number 6. In the courthouse hallway over the afternoon break at day 3 of trial on 10/31/24, the parties and counsel negotiated a stipulation, and order RE custody and visitation and had it entered that day. They agreed to John having primary custody of baby W in Dallas for 3 weeks out of the month. Then Brianna would have custody of Winter in LA 1 week out of the month. John was to fly baby W back and forth and the exchange location. So we know all of this stuff, right? The parties agreed to use OFW, that's Our Family Wizard, to communicate. John received Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day of 24. Then the holidays were to alternate each year. It was agreed to not speak poorly about one another in front of baby W, as well as on social media, nor to post any private information about one another or baby W online. Well, that's crazy since she streamed the whole... Anyways, we'll get back to that. The DVRO was dismissed without prejudice, and we each agreed to pay our own fees through 1031-24 attaches that. Just in case anyone was wondering, the release without prejudice, that just means that we're going to release it, but they can come back. If something was to happen again, they could refile it. If it's released with prejudice, that means it's done, it's over, and you're not being able to bring it back up. On 1/15/25, John filed another ex parte RFO to modify the 1031-24 stip and order by requiring that Brianna exercise her visitation in Texas instead of LA. He alleges this was due to baby W having RSV and 2 ear infections in 3 months, which he blamed on travel. He also alleged that Brianna had exercised some of her time with baby W in Texas in November, which I noted did not generate any kidnapping motions. Brianna was not represented at the time and thus did not file a responsive declaration. 1/15/25 ex parte orders on the LASC attorney portal signed by Judge Nord says, until further court order, all respondents' visitation shall occur only in California. During the visitation, the minor child cannot leave Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, or San Diego counties, attached as Exhibit B in the order. The docket really starts to get muddy at this junction. On 1/16, John filed an RFO on the court's regular calendar asking to correct the 1/15 order. John argued Judge Nord must have made a mistake in the order the court authored and signed on 1/5 and said, surely the court meant meant the opposite is what she's supposed to say. Meant the opposite than what was written, i.e. the visitation should only occur in Texas. Okay, next page. 3/17/25 hearing date, the order available online with Brianna visits in California with baby W. What is harder for me to understand is why nothing about this, What is harder for me to understand is why nothing is mentioned, let me see if I can, there's an arrow there, I'm missing a word. About this is mentioned in John's pleading file after 1/15/25. There is no explanation in those pleadings about the 1/15 order being wrong based on his perception, nor that he filed a regular RFO the day after to correct it, in which left the wrong order in place for 2 months. At 3/17 hearing, my client did not appear or file any pleadings beforehand because she did not know about it and was self-represented. Now, let's not be silly. She knew damn well about it. She was in... Hi,
Hey, what was your email? I can, because I know you had you were asking about whether or not she was notified that she was going to be being the communication was going to be via like electron. It was going to be.
She approved for electronic signature. Yeah.
I have the document.
The best. My email is Angie W the SW at Gmail.
Angie W
the SW.
Okay, at Gmail.
Yeah, and the SW stands for social worker, nothing else. Before anyone gets crazy.
Hey, I don't. Whatever you do, I support women.
I'm retired. Remember? Just kidding. Yeah, if you can send that would be great.
Yes, I do, and I can send it to you right now.
You're the best. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I gotta do this. I always forget to mute them. Okay, at 3/17/25 hearing, my client did not appear beforehand. She didn't know. That's bullshit because she talked all about it. Matter of fact, she was out of town. She had to come in town for the whole. So we know that. As noted in a 3/17 order, opposition not having been filed, the court granted the request and ordered for all of my visits with Winter to occur in Texas. So weird that she does this. The parties were also ordered not to disparage each other on social media. Here is where things get really sticky. She keeps thinking they get sticky. They've been sticky. But this is like the second or third time she said that. Okay, there is no POS on file of service for this order on my client. As the court can see in the docket and on the LASC attorney portal, the 3/17/25 order posted attached as Exhibit C, and then the next line item was the 3/24 proposal FOHA from 3/17/25 hearing filed at the same time as the 3/24/25 ex parte RFO. It does have Brianna's signature on it, but no date. That's the concern? That there's no date? Honey, you just called yourself the response. Yes,
Angie, it is ridiculous that we had the exact same reactions to literally the word sticky. Every single thing that you've reacted to, I reacted the same way. Like, that's what we're going to go for is there's no date. That's our concern here.
Right.
The same way you said it, like, I'm telling you, for 2 days now, everything that you're reacting to, I'm like, this is insane that this is what it's come down to. But anyway,
especially because when she's saying that there's no date, well, honey, go back a few pages because you marked the date off by a whole year. She put 3/17/24 instead of 25. I would rather have no date than the wrong date. And then she also called herself that she was the respondent. No, honey, you're the attorney.
So I was gonna I didn't want to like cut you off. I think what she. Hold on, if I had it pulled up somewhere.
Oh, I know exactly what she means. I know exactly what she means.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just the language she used was wrong. Like
Correct. Now, let me rephrase. In California, maybe that's how they do it. I don't know. I just know here, if we were to write it up, right, it would be, I am the respondent's attorney, or I am writing this on behalf of the respondent during the time when she was not, ordered or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I'm like, that's the oh God, no date. Oh no, she signed it, but she's the one that didn't put a date on it. Regardless, it's still your client's error. She's the one that didn't put the date. What do you mean? That's like their gotcha moment. Shucks. She didn't put the date, guys. Throw the whole case away. Fuck it. Like, what? All right, well, let's keep going so I can get to bed this week. Oh my God, this is crazy.
I said the same thing. I said, let's just throw it all out. Let's just throw it all. I just love how like your reactions are literally like verbatim what I said because it's wild.
We could very well be twinsies. We could be twinsies.
Oh yeah, that's good. Anyway, okay, mute me.
Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, here we go. Team Lawyer. I love that. You guys are so funny. Okay. It was ordered for to have Brianna's signature, but there's no date. Mind you, I want you to know too, that is in all big bold letters. The FOAH was later conformed on 4/3/25, attached as Exhibit D. But the received copy is also in public court files. And the received date is 3/24/25, the same date John filed the kidnapping RFO. Now, if you guys remember when I don't know which T page it is, again, not diss anybody, I felt like that was very clickbaity, that they only released page 1, only released page 1 with her signature that shows that he had full custody. I felt that was very clickbaity. I was bombarded with stuff, and I'm like, you guys know she did not sign over her rights. That's not what that was. They just didn't release the whole thing. But nonetheless, only being, so now we're at number 10, only being on this case for 2 business days, I have not subpoenaed LAPD for body cam footage from the alleged incident. Can't wait for that. But this is on my to-do list to handle ASAP. Oh my God. I also will not engage in researching John's double and triple lawyer hearsay allegations in the 3/24/25 pleadings that he pulled from other people's accounts online. My job as Brianna's lawyer is to engage in this case as I would any other matter, using the real pleadings from the real docket that involve 2 real people who share a child together. I'm sorry I shouldn't put real there. That should have been, so it should have read like this, right? In her real mind. Using the real pleadings from the real docket that involve 2 real people who share a real child. Give me the theatrics that we do in court, woman. Okay, who Brianna and John are online are not who they are in real life. Bullshit. They have both admitted that they make their living as influencer and internet personalities. I cannot make this up. You guys, I had to stop for a minute because I was trying to figure out what she was trying to say, because it says the CORUT. So I'm like, the Corut? Who's the Corut? The Corut? The Corut? The Corut of public opinion online is not real. She's trying to say court. Honey, you're an attorney and you don't know how to spell court? I have a 7-year-old granddaughter who's ridiculously intelligent. She may be able to help you with this. Well, let's move to the next page. The Corut. The Corut of public opinion is real. So is the court. Anyways. So now we skip a few lines. This is life and note. One could spend hours on there looking at content and never see anywhere that the orders from 125 through 317 were for Brianna to visit baby W in California. One also will not see anything about a lack of proper service of any... Wait a minute. Am I reading this wrong? Let me read this again. Mind you, we're missing a line, okay? Let me go back to make sure that I'm okay. So in number 10, the last line is, the Corut of public opinion online is not real. We skip over, we're finishing number 10. It says, oh, it's not real. Oh, it's not real life. Okay. And of note, one could spend hours on there looking at content and never see anywhere that the orders from 115.25 to 317.25 were for Brianna to visit with Winter in California. One also will not see anything about a lack of proper service of any of the 2025 orders. Okay. She's giving me a headache. So first of all, you're telling me you don't want to use any of the stuff in court, right? But now you're telling me you went through hours and hours and hours to see if you can find somewhere where it shows that she didn't get served or that she did get served? I'm confused on that. But let's move on. Number 11, 3/24/25, John filed another ex parte FR or RFO claiming Brianna kidnapped baby W per the 317 orders attached as Exhibit E. Brianna was ordered to not remove baby W from Dallas County, Texas, and for all visitation to be professionally supervised at dates and time coordinated by the parties based on the monitor's availability. Number 12. On 3/27/25, John filed yet another DVRO. This DVRO was also declined in its entirety like the first one, except for the order to not abuse. Which means the majority of it was was denied, except for the part to not AB. But okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Just right before you get to that next sentence, just look how that first name is spelled.
Okay.
That the next sentence you're about to hit.
Oh.
I mean, you care so much about the kid.
Oh my gosh. Like,
I mean, maybe because she just met them 48 hours ago, maybe she just didn't know the spelling. There's different spellings for different.
right, especially of summer, spring, fall, and court. We don't know how to spell court. Anyway, so she misspells the baby W name.
Sorry,
No, I love it because I probably would have, because I probably would have missed it just because I'm not saying his name. That's hilarious.
Same.
Okay, so baby W and John's mom were again not listed as protected parties. The order is attached as Exhibit F. Oh, here we go, guys. The sticking point. We've got through the glue and the stickiness of it all. Now we got to the sticking point. The sticking point, as of 3/24/25 order, is that John is insisting on a visitation center be used, yet the orders are only for professional monitor in the center. But nonetheless, on 4/16/25, my staff personally researched and called professional monitoring companies in John's area to check pricing, availability for 4/20 to 4/27 and gather information. As I advised counsel, Brianna wanted to be in Dallas all of next week at an Airbnb. And I can already tell you right now I'm about to flip my lid, but I'm going to keep reading. Want to see Dallas all next week at an Airbnb and see baby W as often as John would allow it.
This is exactly where
John said no to Easter, claiming to have plans despite having winter for Thanksgiving, Easter, or Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day last year. Well, that was part of the plan that they'd agreed to, so you can't use that against him. But anyways, without disclosing the mediation discussion that occurred yesterday, I will say that the parties did not reach an agreement, and the request made by Brianna for in-person visitation was denied by John. I shared 4 options with Brianna and Ms. Budnick that on 4/16/25 via email, including keeping the peace. I am highlighting this one from our list because it is owned by a bailiff and all of the supervision are by off-duty police officers. Oh, this is why I was asked yesterday if an off-duty police officer is considered a professional supervisor. I got you. Okay, I told Ms. Budnick Brianna wishes to exercise her time at an Airbnb with a professional monitor present. Counsel responded by stating that there were no local court lists in the client's jurisdiction, but she sent me a list of 8 options from the Attorney General's list. I advised her the 8 options were all visitation centers, and that the order is not for a visitation center, but for a professional monitor. So really fast, in case if you guys were not on my live last night. So the difference between, let me preface it, every state may be different, so I would look up in the states that they're referring to. The difference between a supervised visitation center and a professional visitation supervisor, whatever you want to call it. A center, obviously, it's done in a center with a professional person watching it. A professional supervisor or visitation person, they have to go through training. They have to get a certification. They have to do all of that in order for them to be able to do the visitation. They then have to write up the reports, all of that stuff for that to go and for it to go through the courts. Now, I will say, once they can get to it, I highly think that a visitation center is not the best place to be. Absolutely at all. One, you truly don't get a good grasp of how they're going to be when you're put into a room, because that's all it is you go into a room and you sit in this kind of empty room with a table and chairs and maybe some toys. Oh. Did you mean?
Well, I was just going to chime in if...
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. No, go. I was going to let you finish the sentence. And then
yeah. So when you go, I always think that they look very institutionalized. You're not really getting to do yourself. I personally think if you want to see the real person, you got to put them in a real life scenario and setting and see how they do. However, with that being said, with where she's at in there, she has to work to that. Okay. She's going to have to start in a center, right? And she's going to have to prove for however long it is. Typically, like I said, it'll start with the calls, and as long as you don't miss one, you move to the next step. So she's in the stair steps, right? So she's going to have to start at a center. And as long as she does good, she doesn't miss any, then she'll move up to that. But we truly never get the real information until we see them in a real life setting. Yes.
No, you said it. I was just going to say, like, I don't think that's John's, like, long-term goal. I think it's to prove herself, right? Of like, I need you to prove that you're even going to show up. And two, like, I need it to be an environment that is controlled, not at some Airbnb where there might be things that shouldn't be around a baby.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's be honest here, guys. Again, I'm not dogging or dissing on anybody, because I've said this all along. There is good and bad in absolutely every single career. Just because you have somebody who's an off-duty police officer doesn't mean that you can't use your favorite credit card to pay to get, you know what I'm saying, to get an order. Just swipe it here, just pay, you know. I'm just saying. I just think that she needs to have somebody who is experienced and who is certified in doing this type of work. It takes a special person. So that's all I'm saying. Okay, we will finish this one. So I think we're almost done.
Sorry.
No, you were good, love. Let me see here.
That's what I just turned on, Kara. She's getting ready to go out right now. Miss Bugnick's response was that if she is not something by police, maybe detected, it's kind of cut off a little bit, this first sentence, then we cannot trust her to not abscond with a child from a professional monitor. Again, monitoring at keeping the peace are off-duty police officers. That does nothing for me. To my knowledge, Brianna gave Winter to LAPD. She did not play after 2 hours. After 2 hours, what do you mean? She had zero. Not only that, young lady, ma'am. Not only that, she said, "Can you come closer? Can you show me come closer so I don't lose my Wi-Fi? Let me make sure that I get all of this on stream. I gotta soak him for every penny I got. So come closer. Please do me a favor. Come over here, lady." She does not have. She has no respect for the police department. She has no respect for the courts. Nothing that she's shown thus far. Okay, number 15. Under number 7 of 32425 orders, the court wrote professionally supervised, not professionally supervised, only at a visitation center. On 327, the DVRO, the court wrote that 32425 orders were to stand. It did not add a requirement for visitation to occur at a center. I offered to counsel for my staff to find more options
for John to pick from, and he could send some places for Brianna to pick off for his list, etc. I explained as a parent myself as well as in my capacity of a lawyer, I understand the concerns with the allegations John has made. However, I was seeking the following orders and not engage with the court of public opinion. Counsel repeatedly suggested that we table the issue to 5-2 hearing. After allegedly telling me in a prior email this hearing would not go forward as scheduled based on Monday's statutory continuance, to which I responded, no. Winter's birthday is 4/26/25, and he needs to see his mom on his first birthday. I again reminded counsel that John received all of 2024 fall-winter holidays and gets Easter too. Again, that's something that they had agreed upon well before that, so I'm not sure why that keeps getting brought up. The parties will never get these first back, and Brianna has now missed all of those first holidays for baby W. About an hour ago, after I pointed out for the third time that the Keeping the Peace employs off-duty police officers as monitors, counsel said she would call them and ask about a facility. Again said that the order is not for a visitation center. She responded that Rick from the company said that the first visit could be held at a center in McKinley. She advised John could take baby W there, and if there are no issues, Brianna could conduct further visits in public places. Attached is number G. Number 18. At this junction, we need an order that appoints Keeping the Peace as the professional supervisor, and the visitation dates and times for next week need to be spelled out, or my client is never going to be allowed by John to see baby W. Special emphasis is the order concerning my client to see baby W on 4/26, his first birthday, which we have told counsel. Oh, here's electronic service by express consent. 1,
Angie, while you're finishing, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, you're good. A party or other person indicates that the party or parties. Oh, I know all this. Let me see. Is there something on here that? Oh, that is all. Oh, just kidding. Cancel. Am I missing something on this one here?
What section are you on? Number?
Oh, I'm done. No, I've read it all. I'm done. I was just reading. There's a this looks like it's a TikTok comment talking about what electronic service by express consent means, but we already went over that. We know that. So yeah. Let me see here. Hold on. All right, you guys, we made it through. Make sure that's Crystal, thank you so much, love, for sending that. Shelby, thank you for sending that as well. Let me put this down so I can pull you guys closer so I can see. Okay.
Did you call me?
Oh. No. Oh, she is here? AA Law Talk, do you want to go live tomorrow and go over this?
If you want me to drop, I can.
Well, no, because it's almost 9 o'clock here, and I have a crazy day tomorrow.
Okay.
And so I don't want to be, I can send you that. Yeah, if you could, and then do you want to go live tomorrow? And then we can go over it, because I know they love having you up here and being able to answer questions. I do have one question for you, though. Her putting in the wrong, do you want to do 6 o'clock? Pacific Standard? Tomorrow? Her putting in the wrong date, would they, I'm assuming they're just going to take that as a typo, right? Because I found that weird that she put in the wrong date, but then she then later on said something about that she signed it, but she didn't date it. So I was curious on that. Want me to, yeah, you want to pop up real fast, and then that'll be it, and then I'll be done for the day. I don't think Brie will show. She's going to party now and do. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. I truly, wait, by accepting guest requests, you will disconnect. What? Wait a minute. Wait, how come I can't have multiple guests on? Hold on. Oh, I'm not matching. Wait, what's happening? Why is my thing, hey, Shelby.
Yeah.
Do you know why it won't let me bring another person up? Because I want to bring AA Law Talk up to answer a question for me, but it says that it says I have to drop you to do that.
Yeah, so because I'm live on my own page and you're live on your page.
Yeah.
You're just trying to bring her up into a box, and you can't do that when.
Oh.
But I don't mind disconnecting, and then you can just bring her.
Okay, because I'm just going to finish up. I just want to ask her that question about the dates. Do you know who AA Law Talk is?
I don't think so.
She's amazing. She comes up all the time. She's actually a family law attorney in California. So she comes up.
Cool.
Yeah, she comes up and she breaks all this stuff down and answers all of our questions for her. So if you drop down, I'll bring her up. And then tomorrow, her and I will go live at 6:00 tomorrow, too. So if you guys have questions, let me know.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, my love.
All right, thanks, love. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye. Okay, let's see here. There we go. That is so weird. I've never, I absolutely love, wait, what happened? I just accepted. Accept. It says she's not available. Where'd she go? No, did she leave? Hey, Law Talk, did you leave? Are you still here? What happened? Hi, Harmony. How are you, love? Oh, there we go. So weird. Hi, love. How are you?
There we go. Can you hear me?
I can, yes. That was so weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was really odd. But anyway, so your question about the dates.
Yeah.
So I believe that this is her memo to the court for the hearing on the 21st. So it's dated the 21st because it's for the hearing. I mean, technically you're supposed to date it the day you signed it, but
No. She put on a date of something that happened. She's talking about referring to the 3/17 hearing.
yeah.
She's talking about that order, but she put 3/17/24 instead of 3/17/25.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that whole thing is a mess, by the way. But,
I was like, what happened here?
but yeah, I mean, that won't be a big deal. But I mean, that's something that you would want to catch, right? Like, you don't want to file something that's so
yeah.
Especially because the case spans 2024 as well. So it's like, well, was it March of 2024 or was it March of 2025?
Right. Yes. When I was reading over that, that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought that was that 24, 25. So it was funny. And I thought, well, it's not a big deal, right? It is. It could be, but they'll probably just do it as a typo. But then I thought it was so funny that then she made a big deal and then, did in the bold letters that she signed a letter, but she didn't date it. Okay, but it's your own client that didn't date it. Potentially, I don't know. But how funny that she's making a deal about that, but yet she made a couple mistakes in.
Yeah, I don't know. What's interesting about what she filed, and we can talk about it more tomorrow, but what was so interesting about it is that, or at least interesting to me anyway, is that she was, she was saying things that you had to make an inference about. She didn't say that her client didn't sign it, so she didn't come out and say, Brianna didn't sign this document, but she made some comments in there, like there's no date, there's no proof of service, and then the signatures are different, and you're like, well, did she sign it, or it's like it leaves it open for the judge to decide, but the attorney doesn't outright say it, which to me says that it was signed by her. But anyway, but yeah, I was pretty surprised by a lot of that.
I was really shocked, especially again, not bashing because I'm a terrible speller, but I was really surprised on the grammatical errors.
Yeah.
At first I was like reading, I'm like, the Karut, what is the Karut? It literally took me several seconds to figure out she was trying to say the court of public opinion, but I was like, the Karut, how am I saying? I'm trying to figure out where I'm wrong. No, it's just the court of public opinion.
But So you know what's funny about that? It's because I actually jumped. I'm sad that I missed most of your life, but
That's okay.
so so many things. There's so many things. First of all, she represents the back and forth between the attorneys as if 2K's attorney was so bad and was like being so mean and like wasn't working with them. And I scrolled down to the emails. It's a 67 or 68 page document. It's long. And so the attorney emails are at the very end. So I scroll down and I'm like, these aren't even that bad. Like 2K's attorney is offering, like, yes, we just want to do the first one. 2K's attorney says, we just want to do the first one in a facility to like see how it goes and to see, you know, and it's crazy. It was wild.
That is crazy. They make it seem like he doesn't want her to see him at all, because she says that in there too, right? She says, if we leave it up to John, then she's never going to get to see her child. Well, but if they're saying that if it's the first one available, come on.
The one thing that I do agree with in this whole thing is that I do think that the court needs to order who the supervisor would be, but the court couldn't really do that at the time because it's in Texas, and the court here in California in California we have a list, you know, and it's very easy. But in Texas, I guess they don't. I don't really know, but the court of California wouldn't know, right? So they couldn't assign anybody then. But I do think that this is a disservice. When courts do this type of thing, it's a disservice to everybody involved, really, even the attorneys, the parties, the kids, because it's like, it shouldn't be up to mutual agreement. They should say, like, you know, the offer's there every Saturday, every other weekend or something, you know, for a period of 4 hours or something like that. You could get more specific to where, anyway. Yeah. So I do think.
I know here it's done like, these are they usually go by like the top 3, right? This is who's next on the list or whatever. And you can choose, these are their fees. Which one is best for you? Like the fees and available time, and then they get to choose, but that's it. It's not like you look and then you look and you guys come with your top 10 or whatever it is. It's not, it's a lot more, you know, squished down to that and be like, okay, that's what it is, and then it's written down in a paper or in their court order, and that's just how it is. So I agree with you 100% on that too.
Yeah, and then there was one other thing that I wanted to tell you. I said I just came up. Oh, what were you talking about when I had just come up? Darn it.
I don't know. It was right before was the dates. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't even know.
I can't remember.
But that's okay, because we can go over it tomorrow. So for you guys, for all of you guys that are in here that do not know, this is our amazing friend AA Law Talk. She is a family law attorney in California, which is great. So we have somebody who can give us opinion or give us the professional opinions. I'll read through the documents. So tomorrow we're going to go live together at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So she'll be here to answer you guys' questions. She's always amazing, always gives great advice, opinions. Again, and I love this because we don't always necessarily have the same opinions, but we have very great, respectful conversations. And she reads your guys' comments, she answers your guys' questions, all of that type of stuff. So I absolutely love that. So tomorrow, and again, I always say, make sure you guys follow her, show her lots of love. And then tomorrow we'll be here to answer all your questions.
Yes.
They're asking...
Oh, go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, I can email you. I also pulled, which I don't, well, I mean, it's all public record, but anyway, the mediation report was interesting.
Oh yeah, I read that
some
earlier.
Things out of the mediation report. And like the mediator said that mom was less clear about specific facts. So it was John came with like actual timeline and dates and like events, which gives you more credibility, right? And then I guess I could just picture Bree being like, well, I don't know, well, this kind of happened, maybe this, and you know, so that was interesting.
So for those of you guys who read this, and you guys are, and the ones that like have been listening and be like, oh, Angie doesn't know what she's talking about, how is it that she wasn't listening but picked up on the one thing that I said that I find very interesting and concerning, that mom was very vague about information. I said that comment, remember I stopped and I said I'm going to come back to it. That comment is going to cause red flags, because if everything was done right and to Coots, whatever, why is it she was so vague and she didn't have all the evidence, where John brought dates, verification, etc. So you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that definitely was interesting. And yeah, anyway, I see people asking if she has to be remote or appear in person. It looks to me like it's in person, but it could, I guess, be remote. I don't know. That would be really odd.
Yeah, because I know John flew in. Is it tomorrow? Is tomorrow the court date?
It's tomorrow morning, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's the 21st. Yeah, and he flew to LA.
Yeah, he might have flown here. I mean, I don't know. I think it's wise for him to be in person. I think when you're in another state, it's easy for you to appear remotely, but it just gives a lot more credibility. I do think, though, that the DV restraining order will be denied. I think I talked to you guys about this before, because really the orders that are in place to protect Winner, are there. And unfortunately for Grandma, I don't know her name, 2K's mom, she's not a party to the case, so it's not really proper for this court to say, oh yeah, we're gonna also protect Grandma. But I think that Grandma could, and I hope she doesn't mind if I call her Grandma, but anyway, Grandma could, in theory, have her own, restraining order case.
Yeah.
But yeah, and guys, her attorney has an ethical obligation to show up. So her attorney will 100% be there, whether it's remote or in person. I don't know, but her attorney has to appear. It's like malpractice if they don't. So that's why I thought it was going to be so hard for her to get an attorney, because it's like no attorneys here have dates available like that quick, and can get caught up to speed so quick.
Right. So. Danielle, yeah, that's a question that comes up a lot, Tim, too. I fully believe that was a typo, because you cannot be the mom's attorney and the child's attorney at the same time.
That's a good question. No, this is a good question. Okay. I don't know what the question was, but that's a good point. And I think that's interesting. So I actually saw that. I don't know what that is. So it may have been corrected, but here's what I think is a possibility. Mm-hmm. So everybody in California, and I know in Oregon as well, but I don't know about other states, but you have a legal right to apply to be a guardian ad litem for your child. Oh. And so what that allows you to do is speak on your child's behalf. Now, we won't know if she filed something like that, because that's a sealed private document. Mm-hmm. So I can't say that that's what happened or what didn't happen, but it's possible. It would be really silly. Usually when you see that is when you're trying to do a name change. Then you have to first, be able to be the child, right, to represent yourself. Or if you're like, say, suing a hospital for malpractice against a child, generally a parent will apply to be the guardian ad litem to like speak on the child's behalf. But it's possible that that's what happened. Now, I don't know. Again, like I said, that would be sealed. I don't know. But it's certainly a conflict of interest. Like you can't have, Brianna saying, I know what's right for my child.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I know here it's like you have mom's attorney, dad's attorney, and then GAL or whatever, the child's attorney. But you can't have, like, just mom's attorney can't be the guardian ad litem or the attorney for the child as well, because like you said, there'd be a conflict of interest. So, yeah, very interesting.
Well, okay, so somebody said usually a GAL is a separate attorney. That's different. Courts can appoint a guardian ad litem, which is generally, and in both California and Oregon, Those are the 2 states that I'm licensed to practice in. It's a little bit different, works a little bit different. We do it like custody evaluations. We don't really do guardian ad litems like that. So it is different here.
Yeah. Crazy. So, all right, guys. Well, as always, thank you so much, AA Law Talk. Thank you for what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an event, you guys, to show at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time that will go live. You know, typically the first 10 minutes is just everyone, you know, kind of coming in and us saying hello, whatever. And then we'll get started. And you can send whatever you want to, or if you want to be able to read them and go over them, however you want to do it, you know, and then she'll be available for questions and answers. And again, I just really want us all to show so much love and appreciation and respect for AA Law Talk for giving us her time. She does not have to do that. She has always been such a blessing and a pleasure to have here. She gives us lots of time. No, I'm serious. Like, what a blessing to have you come here. You answer everybody's questions. You know, when you talk to us, you give us things in layman terms, so we're not like, wait, what the heck? You know, it's easy to use, you know, a bunch of acronyms and us to just mumble jumble in, you know, in shop talk, whatever. But you don't, you really, I just really respect you. And so we're thankful that you have it. And everyone's curious and concerned. And again, my page is all about giving right and correct information, not guessing and trying to figure out what we, non-attorneys, non-judges, what we think it means, and then put that bad information out there. I don't want that ever to come from my page. And so it's a blessing to have her and her to be able to answer our questions correctly, so we have right information. So that's what you'll get over here.
Oh, Angie, really quick, do you is your email address somewhere?
Yeah, it's Angie W the SW at Gmail.
Okay, I will send it over to you.
All right, my love. Well, I'm going to set that event up for tomorrow, and then we'll hop on and have a good time.
All right, sounds good. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for popping up, guys. Okay, let's see here. You guys in the SW, meet social worker. I don't care what my haters say. Haters gonna hate. She's the best. I just absolutely adore her. Angie, please watch the video I sent you so everyone can hear it. Oh God, Jill, I'm scared. Let's see here.
Hey, I'm just at home. Yeah, I'm coming out. I'm getting ready right now.
Alright, I just got a new house. You have to come see.
Oh my God, wait, are you in Hollywood Hills?
Hollywood Hills, not Olympic.
Okay, wait. Should I Uber? I'm in Hollywood Hills too.
Yeah, send me your address. We'll send it out.
Okay, I'll be ready in 20 minutes.
Should we get some Molly or what?
Oh my God!
Should we get some Molly or what?
Oh my God! Hey.
Well, there's that. And she has court at 8:30 in the morning. Savannah, I had a friend named Molly when I went to school. Yeah. You guys, this is what gets me when people are like, oh my gosh, why do you come for so high? Why are you smart? Why? Because I truly believe that every child deserves both parents in their life, when both parents are the right people to be in their life and in the right place of mind. And if I had court tomorrow at 8:30, I don't care what time it was, court tomorrow to do anything with my child, the last thing I'm doing, because they're in the same time zone as me. So let's see, how long ago was that video posted? That video was posted 25 minutes ago. So less than an hour ago, she's planning to go out and go hang out with her friend named Molly.
I'm just at home. Yeah, I'm coming out. I'm getting ready right now.
Alright, I just got a new house. You have to come see.
Oh my God, wait, are you in Hollywood Hills?
Hollywood Hills, not Olympic.
Okay, wait. Should I Uber? I'm in Hollywood
set it down.
Okay. I'll be ready in like 20 minutes.
Should we get some Molly or what?
Oh my god!
Should
Well, there we go. I swear to God, Danielle gets me every time. Danielle, I don't know how you do it every single time. I will not see comments from her. I don't know if she's just super quiet, and then just randomly, like I say, every time she just pops in and just with a comment that gets me every time. She's like, well, Molly will still be visiting at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Girl, you kill me. I just adore you. You're hilarious. Oh my God. Yeah, Grindle, she does. Jeez Louise. Oh. Well, there's that, guys. There's that. We can end. You guys want to end on a laugh? Ouch. Oh, my foot fell asleep. Let's end on a little laugh, and then don't forget to register for tomorrow. If you guys don't know, you weren't there. Bree made a video about me. Apparently, can you imagine me upsetting somebody? Hey, love, how are you? Miss Lisa Marie. And so I did a video response to Bree today, and there's a special guest. So Bree made a little video, had a little message for me. Let's listen to it together, shall we?
Fuck that Angie girl. She's talking to me all the time. She needs to get a life. Oh God, that was pissing me off.
Oh, Bree, I don't want to piss you off. Oh, I don't want to do that because I don't talk about you all the time. I mean, I know that hurts your confidence, your self-esteem, that I don't, but I really don't. I actually talk about the court case, what's going on. But nonetheless, let's see what else she has to say.
Angie.
Yes?
You wish you could afford this puppy.
This one?
But you can't.
I can't.
Sorry, bitch.
Oh.
Cry about it.
Cry about it, bitch? Interesting. Okay. First off, I could afford it if I wanted one, but instead I have one of these. Something that you can't have. So, cry about it, bitch. Do it!
You're so cute. Say, fuck you, bitch.
Oh.
You old hoe. Hi, my baby.
First of all, I wouldn't allow my grandbaby to say that to you. I know, that you're cool with that kind of stuff. I wouldn't do that. Old hoe. I actually prefer the term retired, if you will, if you're asking. But, retired would be a better statement. See, Brie, I'm not like these other people that just when you say their name or whatever and you show videos of them, I honestly couldn't give two shits what your thoughts and your opinions are of me or anything that I have going on. I will say, I guess in a sense it's been a good thing that you've decided to put all of your case and all of your nonsense out on this interwebs that we have, because a lot of people have learned what not to do from you, and I have been able to utilize my platform to help them better their situation. So I guess kudos for that, but enjoy your dog. Let's see how long this one lasts. I think the other ones have only lasted just a couple days. This is like, I don't know, the third dog in a month or two. My grandkids, they stay. Yeah. We just, we'll just have more. I'm gonna get rid of some and come back. I'm hands-on grandma. I'm a grandma. Like, you need me kind. You know what kind of grandma I am? I'm like a Mama 2K grandma. Oh, burn. You can call his mom and his mom will be there. That's how I am. That's a real grandma. That's the type of grandma that I am. So cry about that too, bitch, while you're at it. Mind you, I would never say that. Somebody was feeling spicy today. Well, there you have it. I'm just saying, had she not come for me, first of all, why was she talking about me? I don't know. I just don't know, honey. She said, right, because you got baby somehow. I'm so confused on how she knows what my finances are. I could buy that dog if I wanted to. I could. I wouldn't. Because my money is going to always go to my grandkids. Absolutely. Do they need anything? No. Are they going to have everything in them? Absolutely. Absolutely. For sure. 100%. You spent $10,000 on a dog. I'll spend that on my grandkids this entire summer. Like, ooh. I have no clue what that was even about. Then she was dancing with the dog. So you guys got to see a quick glimpse of the youngest. That's the one that I was talking about that's like, about a month younger than baby W. So I do not listen. I will not get petty and do that stuff if it's not called for. But she chose to call it out, and I delivered and have more if she needs it. So there we have it. When am I announcing the big news? Well, she's gonna see my CPS paycheck because I don't work for CPS. Never have. You know what? I was thinking about it. I think I'm actually gonna release it to my my members first. I think they may get some of it this week. You guys, it's a lot. Like, this is my whole life. My whole life is changing. I know, love. I know. I just like to put it in there because I know the other people want to be like, ooh, see, she didn't say she didn't get one. I told you. Ooh, we on it. Because remember, Debbie, when they were in here the other day, when someone said, CPS workers are underpaid or whatever, and I said they are, and they're like, I knew it. I told you. There it is, guys. That's why I had to respond to that book. I knew what you meant. There's a lot of changes going on, so I'm going to release some to my members first, and then a few days I'll release it to everybody else. But I've been very blessed. Okay, now that does not mean you guys have to sign up as members. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I do have a good amount of members, and I feel like I don't give them anything, in return, and so I want to do that. So they will get that soon. A piece of it, and Sarah, thank you, love. And then the rest of you guys will. I've had absolutely every emotion. You guys are gonna see some very raw footage. I have never been both, so I'll give it to you guys over on YT2. So if you're a member over there, then I'll do it on both places. How to become a member? I don't know. Mama Bear, thank you guys. I don't know how to do that. You guys, I'm not very good at this stuff. Does anybody know? Amy, thank you. No, seriously, you guys. Oh, wait, hold on, Seb. Okay, what I'll do is I will put on. Oh, it is on. Well, shoot, I don't know. There's a thing on here for a sub, and it says subscription. I don't have a goal. I don't know how to do it, guys. You'd have to ask someone else. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. Thank you, Megan. So you guys are gonna see some very raw, real emotions from me. To be honest, I'm surprised. Oh, down on the bottom, down here where it says shop and then the star. That I'm surprised I'm opening this much up. This is very unlike me to show this. Anyways, you'll see. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm showing you some real raw emotions, some real ugly crying. You guys are gonna see my life completely change, for the better. But I'm gonna go through some major hurdles to do that. So, anyways, I will be. You guys, thank you so much. I will release the first video today. Yeah, or not. I'm sorry, not today. But this week I will release it for sure this week, and I'll probably do some little side notes and then wait a few days and go there. So, anyways, it has been such a great. It's been a great live, a great weekend. Thank you guys for everyone who is subbing. Please don't sub just to get the information, because everybody will absolutely get the information. I want people to think that. But I just haven't done a lot for the subs that I've had, and so plus I think it's going to be a little bit better for me too to release this information in small to small amounts of people, and see how they react, and then I'll have some support, because I'm going to need it, because it's going to be tough reliving it, right? I've went through not trauma, but we'll just have to see. Thank you guys so much. What information? I'm going through some very major life changes. again, for the better, but it's been very, very difficult, and I've chose to record it all behind the scenes. And so I've been recording all of this information behind the scenes, and I'm going to be releasing it to you guys step by step. So anyways, we will do that. Okay, I'm gonna go have a shower, get to bed. It's 9:30. That is late for this old lady. I'm exhausted. I love you all so much. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. AA Law Talk is going to join us. What a blessing that is. I love you all. I will upload this over on the YT as well. And I'll do it in 2 parts. I'll do the first part, and then I'll do just the Bree and 2K piece of it, so you guys don't have to watch through 3-4 hours of all of this. Okay? All right. Love you guys. Oh, wait, deny that one. Have a good night. Bye, guys.